So we're going to learn a little bit about what happens in Planning Center for First Fridays in Planning Center people. So first, let's look at how we find the form. We'll go to main dashboard and then click on Forms. And then from there, scroll down until we find the form for this month. Now there's going to be a few different forms in there from previous months. You'll just want to click on the one that's upcoming to find how many submissions we have for that month. I'm going to do a fake one so we can see, but I have to blur out just for security purposes the personal information. So if we go up to fields, this will show us all of the questions that are on the current form that someone's going to ask. We can also add an automation, which I'll talk about later. And then settings are different things for the form itself, where it can be found, how people can be notified, things like that. So this is what the form actually looks like, what people will actually see when they register for a First Friday. We'll do a new form each month so that we know who's coming each month. And basically these fields can be modified in the fields category that we just looked at, and someone will fill all of this in with information. If their child is coming again, they'll fill in a lot of that information with already attended. But that's basically what we're looking at for each VIP sign up for each month. When we want to do a new one, we click duplicate the form, and this will make an exact copy. All we do then is change the date to the next First Friday, which in this case would be November 1st, and then we save that. Everything else on the form will stay the same. All the fields will stay the same. All of the answers that they can drop down can do that as well. And you'll see now with the new form, we have no submissions for November 1st yet, but that's okay because we just created it. And when we scroll down, we can see that the November 1st is right there along with the October and September and all the others. So say I want to delete one, I can just click on it. And again, we're blurring all the personal information. Then we go down to settings and just click delete form. So I do this usually with some of the older ones. Sometimes it's good to have a couple months back so we can see who's been there and whatnot. But we don't want too many kind of clogging up the list because it gets pretty crazy. So if we're checking out the October list, right now we have 4 names on here. This one right here I just created, Arturo Fakeman, registered his son Steven. So let's check out what information we have here and how we can connect with them. So if we click on that submission, it'll take us right to all the information from the form. So it's populated on one page. Now the blue link right here, if we click on that, will take us to Arturo Fakeman's profile, which Planning Center creates automatically when he fills out a form. And so this will give you all the information the form asks for, the email address, the phone number, and any other specific info. Now you'll notice Stephen is not on here yet. We're actually going to have to create Stephen by adding him to the household. So we click on that little pencil, click add household, and then we will search for Stephen Fakeman, which doesn't exist. So we'll create a name, set him as a child. We can set him as male if we know he's male. This is all the information you would need to create him. You don't necessarily need an email address or phone number for the child. You can put it in if they have it. But this will link Stephen and Arturo together. So now they're in the same household. So when we go for a check-in, if we put in Arturo's phone number for the check-in, Stephen will be able to check in for First Friday. Now, if we want to email him, we click on Arturo's email address, and we can pull down this template link and see all of the different templates that are here. There's a lot for, unfortunately, it's like every template for anything we have. We can highlight that your VIP is registered for, and then change the date from September 6th to October 4th, there and there. We do this typically for people who are new, especially. So this is kind of the welcome to First Friday email. You can also set this template up as an automation in Planning Center for the form, so that template will be sent automatically when someone fills it out.